Our first reading today comes from Judges 4, verses 1 through 7. The Israelites did again what was evil in the sight of the Lord after Ehud died. So the Lord sold them into the hand of King Jabin of Canaan, who reigned in Hazor. The commander of his army was Sisera, who lived in Harosheth HaGoim. Then the Israelites cried out to the Lord for help, for he had 900 chariots of iron and had oppressed the Israelites cruelly 20 years. At that time, Deborah, a prophetess, wife of Lapideth, was judging Israel. She used to sit under the palm of Deborah between Ramah and Bethel in the hill country of Ephraim, and the Israelites came up to her for judgment. She sent and summoned Barak, son of Abinoam, from Kedesh in Naphtali, and said to him, "The Lord, the God of Israel, commands you, go, take position at Mount Tabor, bringing 10,000 from the tribe of Naphtali and the tribe of Zebulun. I will draw out Sisera, the general of Jabin's army, to meet you by the Wadi Kishon with his chariots and his troops, and I will give him into your hand." This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. The reading from the Gospel today comes from Matthew 25, verses 14 through 30. Here is what the kingdom of heaven will be like. A man was going on an extended trip. He called his servants together and delegated responsibilities depending on their abilities. To one he gave a large number of gifts, to another several gifts, and to the third servant he gave a few gifts. Then he left on his journey, and after a long absence came back and settled up with his servants. He first met with the servant to whom he had given a large number of gifts.
"Master, right after you left, I put your large number of gifts to work, and look, they created much and expanded your kingdom."
"Good work! You did your job well. From now on, be my partner and share in my happiness."
The master then met with the servant to whom he had given several gifts.
"Master, after you left, I put the several gifts that you entrusted to me to work, and see what they've produced. They grew, and they've provided much for your community."
"Good work! You did your job well. From now on, be my partner and share in my happiness."
The master then met with the third servant to whom he had given few gifts.
"Master, I know you have high standards and hate careless ways, that you demand the best and make no allowances for error. I was afraid I might disappoint you, so I kept your gifts hidden and safe. Here they are, safe and sound, just for you."
That's a terrible way to live. It's criminal to live cautiously like that. If you knew I was after the best, why did you do less than the best? The least you could have done is to share your gifts with a few family and friends. The gifts I gave you produced nothing.
Then the master commanded the other servants to take the gifts of the third servant and give them to the one who risked the most. And they were told to get rid of the play-it-safe servant who won't go out on a limb and throw him out into utter darkness. This is the word of the Lord.
Thanks be to God.